2-0. I'm still a little unconvinced and believe this will be a 2-1, but
Really?
a little win nonetheless.
You think of the clubhouse for TSG?
I think TSG could win on club.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably thinking again what we were saying on the, well, at least what I was saying on the desk for TSG. They just don't have that experience. I think the forfeit last week, it also means I haven't played a competitive official since July 1st. So it's been 17 days since they've actively played Siege at, the APL level. For Ludavica, since then, they obviously got to win their series against CS. They got a bit of a good showing against Enterprise, an 8-6 on Bank, and then got smashed on Chalet, which may be also a reason why they decided to just ban it. They just probably didn't want to go back there, considering there was actually a decent amount of information for them on that particular map. So they've been able to stay warmed up, stay prepared. So for TSG, they do begin defense on Labs, which is a good position to certainly start here on this map. In terms of the stage for Ludavica, obviously Box has been a big standout. Molosca's had a renaissance kind of stage. He's been incredible to watch. And Karma actually has also kind of crept up some really, really good numbers, and he's been significant on the entry alongside Lunchbox. Ludavica have been, statistically, when it comes to entries, the best team in the region, 56% entry rate. And so that's been a really, really big positive for them. And we're not just talking about that because, they're low numbers. They've got 80 out of 142. So they've had the most entry engagements and they've won at the highest percentage point. So that's been their strength. Box has been a big factor, 28-14, Karma 24-17. So those two have been able to take the majority of the entry battles for Ludavica. And dare I say, I really want Luda to probably win this because I think Luda Chiefs could be just as good as the previous series that we have between Chiefs and Circular Spheres. So much so that you add in the spite with Cairo and his ex-teammates.
Yeah.
There's going to be some good games later to come tonight. Obviously, if Ludavica do get the job done here against TSG, don't forget, right after this game, it will be Enterprise versus Game of Gladiators upper bracket final. And it's a win, and you're into the grand final guaranteed next weekend. Also, then guaranteed 150 SI points.
How much prize money?
Guaranteed, well, it's 8,000 euro for second, 15,000 for first. So the 150 SI points at minimum.
So that's about $3 million in Australia?
Yeah, something like that. Now, Cairo with the opening kill. No surprise to see Ludavica get off to the fast start here on Labs, and they go straight in, clear out electrical. They got server control, they got IT control, and they're sticking the plant down. Saro's, of course, low and down, and Azaz is by himself towards Rafters, so the opening round is just done. It was like a minute 40 on the clock still to go. We're talking top floor Labs defense, and they just got absolutely annihilated.
If that round's anything to go by. Now, again, TSG are certainly afforded leniency, given they forfeited last week. They have not really had the warm-up. They haven't had an official for a couple of weeks now, so naturally against any opponent, it's going to take them maybe even the whole first map just to warm up and get comfortable, and that's why Clubhouse continues to be a threat for Luda. We expect TSG to play well, and hopefully by that point, they'll be warmed up. But it can sometimes go the other way, where you get your confidence knocked if you get completely slammed map one. So
there's been a lot of talk as well in this region that it's kind of like this three-horse race, EP, GG, Chiefs, but I mean, you can't really say that anymore now, because I think Ludavica are really not behind Chiefs at all. I would actually say it's more like 2-2 split. I'd say EP, GG the top two, and then Chiefs, Luda the next two.
Luda against Chiefs, if Jigsaw is not dropping 20+ kills in a series, would be very intriguing. Luda
dropped 40 in the last two maps, so he was averaging 20 a map.
Yeah. If he's not dropping more than, maybe 20 was a bit low. Maybe if he's not dropping at least 25, 30, Luda would be very competitive.
It certainly would be. I mean, they were competitive against Enterprise as well in the opening map. It was an 8-6 on Bank that went OT. And obviously then the second map was just a whitewash. They got smashed on Chalet 7-0. That's really the only blemish for Ludavica, I think they're at this stage, was that map against Enterprise. Some big games to come later tonight. Yeah, TSG just need to be a little bit more switched on. Ludavica can play some aggressive siege. Cairo on the blitz. We'll look to utilize that, considering it's probably going to get banned out. after the third round, Montang and Blackbeard, so you're putting a lot of emphasis on shield play again. Loyal towards blue stairs. Karma, the opening kill. This is what they do, and they do it quite well. These opening picks, it is their strength. It is their bread and butter, and they like to play fast. Through cargo into tank now for Cairo. Physics is the one with the kit. Just hanging outside here towards the breach. Not sure if he thought he saw something or what those shots were, or maybe trying to predict a swing as he was holding the new angle. And Box does go down. And so does Physics. 3v3. Karma trying to play behind the blitz, but Cairo gets caught on a left side angle. Trade there does come through from Karma. Karma and Moloska versus Ned and Loyal. Still a minute 20 on the clock, by the way, so a lot of time for them to navigate the scenario they find themselves in.
Ned one shot though makes it difficult. Karma and Milo relaying comms to one another, trying to formulate a plan. BPC needs to be dealt with.
Oh, clean from Karma. And what a stage he's having. Moloska can get the plant down inside of Assembly. Loyal coming in. He has double red ping information, takes the battle with Milo, but Milo's just better. That's a 2-0 attacking start on Labs for Ludavica. Karma's shot was nutty.
That shot was pretty insane.
He destroyed him. And that just, he can't get that smile off his face.
I don't blame him.
He's loving that. And it's 2 attacking rounds. That's the main thing here, guys, as well, when it comes to the Nighthaven Labs. It's not like you're just starting well, you're on defense. This is straight out of the blocks. It is, of course, their map pick.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Really, for TSG, this needs to be the warm-up. Doesn't matter if you lose it. As long as you then win Clubhouse, send it to a third map, that's really going to be, I think, the goal.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Already some heavy damage done here by Ludavica. TSG looking to repeat top floor. After they went away from it. Didn't work down below, so back up top we go.
Whoa! Close to me? On my door.
No.
More
Very
tight,
tight.
more tight.
No.
Nice, Tim! Let's fucking go, Tim!
Let's go, Tim. That was so sexy. That was so sexy.
He's talking so loud, his mic's clipping.
Yeah. He hasn't got a compressor on it, so he's screaming about that. You know it's talking about that shot.
Oh,
Yeah,
good vibes in the Luda camp.
Yeah, good start, good vibes. Karma's got 4 kills, so he has started incredibly hot. And I think that's the strength of this roster. You know, you can kind of look at the numbers that we've got statistically. Obviously, Lunchbox has had an incredible stage so far, but it's not like Milo and Karma and Cairo are not capable. Physics, of course, playing more of the hard support role and hard breach on attack. He's not going to find the kills. He doesn't need to.
What's happened to your man, Box? What's going on?
That's all right. Just let him cook.
Okay.
Let him cook.
He was pretty eager on that early con fight to get a pick. I think he's sensing that he wants to get in on the action.
Third round, third opening kill in a row for Ludavica. Cairo, Karma, Milo have now all gotten an opening pick. Milo's up to 5 kills. And we kind of discussed this throughout the group stage that as he had a break from Siege, it feels like he's come back and playing better than ever.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I feel like everyone's had that, right? Where you take like a couple weeks break or months break from Siege, you come back and you just feel like you're firing on all cylinders, and that's been Milo this stage for sure.
What was he, like a year and a half out from Pro League?
Yeah.
Candela's in towards Electrical, up close though the Warden. The hard counter here from Ned, holding close angle on the window. They've lost Cairo, he's down and really should have got that kill onto Karma. Here comes Box though, and it's a flawless round from Ludavica. Absolute demolition job here on Labs to begin from Luda. They want Chiefs, and they want this to be over as quick as possible.
Yeah, steamrolling them at the moment.
You got a timeout here if you're TSG, because I mean, like, let's be honest, this map's already pretty much done. You need defensive rounds on Labs, absolutely. You're getting absolutely smashed. Bans are coming through, which is going to be Castle and Ying. And we will get this tactical timeout here from TSG. Smashed across the board. Yeah. They haven't got involved. They haven't won any of the opening engagements. And these opening engagements, minute 49, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes 16. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
I thought this was the serious song.
Yeah, this is we've
is-
got a
this is
little
not the
early.
3-0 song.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like map 2 at least, OT. It's not serious right now. Well, it is serious right now for TSG.
I'm jumping in.
Good fish. Dead. Nice guys. Why was this shit? Oh,
My Oscar, holy shit!
you're so good,
I don't even know if Milo's daddy these days. He's more like granddaddy.
Oh, well, TSG are on the ropes early. We are talking about like a knockout punch has already been thrown 5 seconds into the boxing match. They're stumbling and staggered. And yes, it's not their map pick, but they're on defense labs. You've got to get rounds on the board. You've got to cycle through the main sites, top floor, bottom floor. Maybe you lose the tertiary, that's okay, but they are not even looking like contesting any of these rounds. A 3K for Milo in the previous round, a 3K for Karma in the round prior to that. They've won all of the opening kills. Kara, Karma, Molosca's got one apiece. It's 7-0 as well for Molosca.
10 seconds left before
Not too
insertion.
shabby. And look, expecting TSG to be
5
more
seconds
comfortable on Clubhouse, but same goes for Luda. If they're absolutely firing on all cylinders at that
Attackers
point,
are
this is an
heading out
incredibly
to
dominant
defuse a
series.
bomb.
They will play,
Attackers have dropped the bomb
they
to
can
defuse.
play to an extent
Attackers have
aggressively still
recovered
on
their
Club, and if they're hitting shots, then TSG won't be able to crutch it.
Last time TSG did actually play, by the way, which was in the group stage, was against Ludavica. Funny how that has happened actually in 2 of the APL regions now.
And what was the date of that match?
That was the 1st of July. As I said, it's been 3 weeks. They have not played Pro League.
So, a rude awakening.
It's really unfortunate, and as I said before on the couch, I really think that, yeah, they probably weren't going to beat Chiefs, but you get a best of 3, you get some rounds, you get, you stay warm.
I agree. Looking like another direct hit here from Luda, prepping these walls. Blitz can play the front line. Rayora in the hands of Box.
They're going to go quick here.
Cut off. Probably close angle if they go Animus.
This is a plan A with no real plan B. In comes Cairo. Gets window control. Flash, I don't think connected. Oh, they get the long-range shot as the Azers. Pistol pulled out. Box has gone and got the double. Outside, Molosca catches Loyal, and this one's all she wrote as well. They're switched on from the get-go. Inside a tank, the plant's going down. ACOG trying to play the breach nose. There's one outside. Here's the swing from Milo. That's kill number 9. And Ned is all by himself. This might be back-to-back flawless rounds. And just how easy. Oh, shot onto physics. Not a flawless. Karma gets the kill, gets the trade. It's 4-zip here on Nighthaven Labs. 4 attacking rounds in a row for Ludavica. And we obviously know, after speaking with good old Oda, hello to the Chiefs boys. Good job on your win. This is your next opponent.
How much can you take away from this so far, though, really?
I don't want to play Labs if I'm Chiefs. After what I'm watching.
I wonder what number preference Labs is for
Attackers
Chiefs.
need
Let
to
me have a very
locate
quick
and
look.
defuse bombs.
Purely out of my own curiosity. Well, it's the lowest preference map, and they've 5-0 banned it for.
Yeah, boys,
so
let's pull it out. You know what? Let's decide.
That would be a laugh.
Yeah, Chiefs did beat Ludavica back in the group stage. That was a 7-3 on border. So you could probably deduce a little bit that maybe you don't go border. You probably don't see Labs. I don't know what you're going to see, to be honest, in that series, because that's going to be you pull out all the punches for sure.
Do we return to
Oh, I was
Lair?
thinking that. Yeah, there is every opportunity that you could see the return to Lair. I mean, they did play it, though, Ludavica. Of course, they beat Circular Spheres on the map, 8-7.
Attackers
Only
objective
3
is
teams
to
that have
defuse
played
the
Lair
bomb.
so far in Oceania, which has been Chiefs, Ludavica, and CS. So that might be an option. That might be one to keep an eye on. But yeah, this map is basically done. Unless it turns into the most attacker-sided Labs you've ever seen.
And the biggest swing of momentum we've
Yeah.
seen.
Karma 6-1, Milo 9-0. Only the 5 kills for the entire team of TSG so far. While you're looking for some information, I mean, you never really like seeing this in terms of the ultra beatdown that we're getting. Like, you kind of feel, obviously, for the team that's getting dismantled, but you have to credit what you're seeing from Ludavica. They're playing some incredible Siege right now. And I do hope that TSG can get back into this series. It'll most likely have to be on Clubhouse, which is their map pick. And will play completely differently to what you're seeing here from Ludavica. They can't really play this sort of style on Club.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so. Unless TSG are really down in the dumps, it's unlikely. It should lean itself into being far more structured in terms of power positions and whatnot. Kind of flood meta that we're seeing from Luda in this match won't really be as possible.
This is the slowest round that we've had so far. The latest opening kill was the opening round at 1:49. And at 1:21, it's now Karma on to Cyro. That's now 5 rounds straight, where the opening kill has gone the way of Ludavica. Karma has found 3 of the 5 rounds. Padding up those entry numbers. 7, 1, and 1.
Luda given a lot of freedom top floor to establish his vert. Will now look to pressure horizontally, and Loyal continues to lurk below alongside Ned. So double nitro for denial.
Karma has taken a bit of damage. 40 seconds left into the round. That's going to be the best hope for TSG, that the time becomes, well, the biggest factor. Box kill onto Azaz. Now they've got significant man advantage. ACOG kill onto Box. One hive launch of the bees now buzzing towards cargo stairs. There's the push coming. Good angle from ACOG though. Keeps this round alive. That's Kit down. That's a second kill in quick succession. 3 overall. And Karma's very low. Milo, you're 10 and 0. Can you keep that number going? Karma to slip in towards control. Look for the desk plant. BPC, though, a little bit of a nuisance. Nitrocell, it should land, and indeed it will. No time to react. Got to get this kit. Got to stick it immediately. Milo's had a great game, but now he needs to have an amazing round if they have to stay flawless for a little bit longer, and they certainly will not, because ACOG... What? Oh, he got off the plant!
I mean, he would have died anyway.
He would have died anyway. He wants to stay 10-0. That is a 10-0 play right there from Milo. 4-1, TSG on the board for the first time in the half. 1 round to go in the opening half. Milo stays at 10-0.
Doesn't count though, does it?
Yeah, well, it does, because he's still 10-0. You're going to try and take it away from Milo.
Yeah.
Attackers need to locate and
Just a
defuse bomb.
little bit complacent with the stairs clear there.
That was a good job from ACOG. Played that well.
They probably had a pathing option as well through games that they didn't go for either, so... It is what it is. It's a round of board for
Attackers have located a
TSG.
bomb.
Good solo play from ACOG, who actually, again, has been really good this stage. Best player on the team. So.
Also, the first round, the opening kill, of course, not converted into a round win, as Ludavica have gotten all 5. Karma, 3 of those. And ACOG with a nice little 3K. Nice for the self-confidence, and obviously nice for the team to get
10
around
seconds to insertion.
on the board. They can tally that one up. So 214 EPS for Moloska at 10-0, 1-0 on the entry, 2 KPR, 100% cost. Perfect game, stays perfect for him.
Kind of.
You got an asterisk next to it, don't you now? That next to that
It's
0.
still a 10 KD at 10-1,
Yeah.
so... So round 6, final of the half. Can Luda really put the foot to the throat here? A 5-1 half heading into defense would be essentially an insurmountable task for TSG.
Yeah, I mean, even 4-2's
Well, very difficult.
very difficult. 5-1 is just probably insurmountable. The pacing, though, has slowed, I think, round to round to round from Ludavica. We're talking like out of the gates, and now its pace has certainly dwindled a little bit. IT getting opened up. It is quite ironic that the only round that TSG have won was on the tertiary site of storage and control. We go top floor, main site. Usually the easiest site to defend. Box will give them a flawless half of opening kills. And it's on to ACOG as well, who's been the best performing player for TSG.
Ned. Difficult task inside of Electrical. Sorrow up close in Connector, looking to play inside of the bushes. Oh!
They might not know Sorrow's tucked in
him.
here if he doesn't get hard cleared, but... and I'm right.
I mean, that's one way to get a kill.
Yeah, nicely done from Sorrow. Karma, I think, was more so looking towards the site and didn't anticipate one still inside of Connector. 4 versus 4, under a minute remaining. Box has gone for the rotate up blue. There was a trade.
1-1.
Not sure who really that will largely benefit. I think it stays quite neutral off of that 1-for-1. Box gives blue pressure, needs to get that kill. Does, good control, somehow still alive. Got to be winning that one if you are Loyalist. And in the end, he does, pushing through the doorway, leaves Moloska with 30 seconds to try and keep this 0 deaths streak going. This one, you can't surely get away with it, and he will not. Goes to 11-1, and it's 4-2 in favor of Ludavica.
Yeah, TSG back-to-back rounds, just playing some awkward positions that Luda finding challenging to clear, not able to steamroll and flood like they did in the opening 4 rounds. So we switched sides, and with that, another ban phase to play out. But Luda's still very much in the driver's seat at the moment at TSG, kind of being taken along for the ride here on Labs. We would anticipate for Luda to be able to shut this down defensively, especially on primary sides. Blackbeard Kaid maybe followed up with an additional shield at Bandit, kind of see what direction they want to go, and that's the case. So Blitz and Clash, not Bandit, but still following that theme of shields. Second floor, the first objective to be played out here and attempted by the defense, who will have, again, both that mirror and his army available, very powerful on this site.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
We'll see how experimental TSG want to get in this half. I mean, essentially nothing to lose at this point, so may as well throw some strats at them that maybe are a little bit more untested. But the lineup at the moment looking pretty standard, especially into this defensive comp. Notably the Twitch to counter both Milo and Box on the Fender and the Mirror. And they also have Loyal who can contest vertically from down below, which will be a good tool against Karma.
10 seconds left.
Well,
5
can
seconds left.
TSG do something that is unthinkable and win multiple attacking rounds themselves against Ludavica, really would spice up this series, but the general consensus surely is that Ludavica will get the job done on defense after an absolute blistering start in the first half. Yes, it cooled down, but now they go defense. 4 attacking rounds sets you up beautifully. So first floor entry here through Kitchen for both Loyal and Ned. Gives them a bit of vert pressure early on and also a little bit of map pressure, while Syra and ACOG will likely open up IT and do the default stuff. That default camera took a little while to get destroyed, but Loyal does get the job done. Can't imagine though, especially considering command server, you're going to really have too many roamers around these hallway positions, but just get themselves into good angles to try and pressure from down below. And between the shock drones of the Twitch and the Buck down below, should deal with this mirror window.
Milo probably a little lucky not to get caught there.
Loyal does get one. I wonder, I think Box, he either got shot from below or started to try and push down. I think he might have just died upstairs. Yep. Peek the hatch. Box is prone sometimes to getting a little aggressive. Went for the hatch peek and ended up losing his life. Gives the opening kill for the first time in this map, the way of TSG. Still electrical control though, established through physics. Just over a minute. Spot the feet. No damage done though. Certainly not looking to be a conventional push, though, by TSG. They got some con-side pressure as well. Lovely shot from Ned, and suddenly 2 kills to open up the site. And that honestly would have been a third if he wasn't holding a flashbang.
I know exactly Kairo's position. The call given by
Oh
Ned.
my god, they're getting picked apart.
EMP onto the Warden.
Oh!
A good flash. Should be flawless. And
It's a flawless attacking round from TSG on command server.
Luda are going to end up being called the CAG of OCE.
Nah, they've lost 3 rounds in a row now. Where has this come from? We are talking about blistering pace, aggression from Ludavica in the first 4 rounds. Total domination. It just seems like they're playing with food. It doesn't really look like a Pro League team versus a Pro League team. And then bang, bang, bang. 3 rounds back from TSG. And the statement round just then and there in the 7th on command server, attacking into that site and winning it comprehensively, flawlessly.
How is this match 4-3? If you had shown someone the first 4 rounds and then told them TSG would win the next 3.
I couldn't have seen this coming. I mean, you could make an argument saying, okay, well, 4-2 half, or, whatever. But I would have then expected 5-2 at this point, but it's now 4-3.
And
really,
a flawless round at that. Like a really well played
really
round
dominant.
by TSG.
And I love the fact that they didn't just play into it in a default manner. Double send through kitchen, get the vert, open things up. Box got aggressive, pick the hatch, dies, and then you slowly, one by one, just keep picking at them from below. Really, really good round from TSG, and that's the statement round, and it's game on now.
Clutch active.
And this is why I wasn't so convinced it could be a 2-0. Like it's moments like this where Luda shut off a little bit and TSG can show promise that just has the potential to make this series interesting. Luda could go on to win the next 3 rounds from here, but such is the nature of this match, it's tricky to predict.
Well, they've been competitive though, TSG.
Box posing questions here, top blue. Alongside Karma as TSG look to establish vert. Now it is a storage defense, not basement, so keep that in mind. Cairo as well on Solus basement.
Yeah, Luda's got nothing top floor either. Although I say that, and they've just kind of rotated Box and Karma back up towards blue. So that's really the only kind of position that they've got.
Yeah, a double stack here, so looking to invest heavily here. Forfeiting the rest of this second floor to TSG.
And Rafters here for Ned. To be fair though, TSG not looking to be overly invested in a clearing out command and server. They just want IT, open up, pressure storage, get warehouse control, and Ned gets the opening pick on the Molosca. So far, so good. If they honestly at this point, you could just hold IT presence and plant storage, and you win this round. It's a 5-on-3 in favor of TSG. Make it a 5-on-2. Ludavica are getting slaughtered. They need to call a timeout after this because they are on the ropes themselves now. Karma with a good headshot on to Ned. Then he's getting pinched. Fighting a battle on 2 fronts. Still over a minute as well. TSG have given themselves plenty of time. Nitro from Bob. That doesn't connect though. Oh, and caught with util in hand. Karma. You kind of just grimace and you think that could have been a kill. That could have then been 2-on-3. Very winnable from that position. Leaves Box in a 1v4. One of the young starlets of the Oceanic region, and that timeout could not be called any sooner. It is 4 straight for TSG into a Ludavica tactical timeout, and so far throughout 8 rounds of labs, there's only been 2 defensive round wins. Oh, you know what? Turn it up. Turn that music up. Because this one has gotten hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Not for Ludavica.
When did Miley get to 10 kills, by the way?
He was on 10 kills, so the first round they lost was control storage, which was the 5th round. So he got to 10 kills in the 5th
They've got
round.
a 1 pick in 3 rounds.
Yep.
Not to negatively highlight him too much, but more so just expanding on the storyline that Luda have completely shut down.
They've all switched off.
TSG capitalized.
Well, they're not even winning opening kills anymore now. 2 in a row for TSG.
This is astounding. I mean,
You couldn't have predicted this after the first 4 rounds because the way in which those rounds were won convincingly
fair play to TSG.
Oh,
Regardless
absolutely.
of what happens from here, fair
They've
play.
gained my respect, absolutely.
Like, it would have
this-
been very easy to wave the white flag and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, a bit of a warm-up.
We'll go
Let's
to
focus
club.
on club.
Yeah.
But they've gone in with the attitude that we want to win this map.
Well, they certainly can now. 4 in a row. Timeout Ludavica. And we heard some of the comments as well from Ludavica earlier. They were up and about, like energetic.
Defuse as many bombs as they can.
I wonder what their comms were like at the conclusion of one of these previous rounds. That
Yeah.
would be a replay that I would want to see. If they lose another round, I want the comms.
Well, 4 rounds ago, I said, hello, Chiefs. This is your opponent next round. Well, hello, Chiefs again. At this point, I got no idea. Good luck.
Bit of a premature goal.
You're going to have to watch both teams now. TSG, of course, did beat Chiefs back in group stage. That was certainly their biggest result for TSG. Well, now it's on Ludavica. Well, now it's on them to turn it around. Just got to lock in, play some defensive siege. You don't have to get overly aggressive. But one thing that TSG are doing really well is if Ludavica are sitting back, playing sides, playing key positions, then TSG take map control. And they're really punishing as well with the vert angles. Oh. We'll spot the rotate of Cairo back down Cargo stairs. And Box will play Lonesome in electrical. So he's going for a big extension here. Surely he's going to drop rafters and maybe rotate back down. No, he stays top floor. This is ballsy from Box. He's got no help here. He could get pinched.
If there's anyone that can do it, it is the Box. This is his kind of game style.
Now, the best thing that you can do from this position is delay time. Now, you're playing the Goya. The Vulcan canisters have already been placed. If you die, util-wise, it's not going to be an issue, but then it's a 4v5. Drop, smart, and then he's got help at the drop. So really well played from Box. Good discipline. Didn't overextend, didn't put himself in a really bad position. Got himself back to the rotate spot where he had someone playing below. So he knew it was a safe drop, 90 seconds, and they've only just now got rafters. Remember, it's bottom floor this round in the 9th. Cairo, though, picked early by Loyal. How is that happening on your smoke?
Yeah, locking the stairs position, I imagine. Got caught, but
There's
Box responds.
Good response. Oh, this is a tight, intense game now.
Well, they're holding the line here onto Milo. Misses the initial shots. They'll duel.
Cairo wins the battle against Karma. Milo gets chipped. Box will lose his life. It's all happening for TSG and nothing working for Ludavica anymore. Physics, the hard support by himself. Basement, and he's got 50 seconds to have to navigate this scenario. One close right, almost had the chance against Ned. Ned will then death mark him, and at this point, nowhere will be safe for Physics. His position will be known. Pops the Vulcan canister. Tries to go back and try and fight the stairs. But at that point, Yura is at the disadvantage against the Deimos, and it is a 5-4 lead for TSG. They have won 5 rounds consecutively. And now the chat banter may just begin as well. A mention to the old beers from TSG. It's not Paul, it's now Tim.
Deimos Valk.
Oh, I'm getting comfy. I'm strapping in for a series. We got a long one on our hands. Get settled in, Rob, on the couch. It's going to be a long night here in the Oceania League. He'll be here until the crack of dawn.
Might need a new couch by next week.
As for us,
he's
we'll
gonna leave an imprint.
we'll have dinner and we'll head home.
Protect your
How
bombs
good.
from being defused by attackers.
Dev Martyr and Pengu can do the rest.
If you're Dev right now, when do you time your entrance to the studio?
It's not as bad for him. It's worse for me. I'm a long way out.
I don't know. Peak hour traffic around here on a Friday night would not be
No,
fun.
it's true. Nah, he'd have to probably leave after the first map, right? Yeah. That's what I would do.
Well, you also get here 5 minutes before.
Oh, actually, I got here before we went live.
Seconds left.
Good old North America, half the
5
USA.
seconds to go. Attackers' objective is to
So
defuse
5-4, 5 in a row for TSG, but most importantly, 3 attacking wins in a row as well. It has been an attacking masterclass so far here on Labs. And the rounds themselves as well, in particular the attacking rounds, 5 alive, 4 alive, 3 alive.
Special charge. Stay
And
clear.
in those 3 attacking rounds, they've picked up the opening kill in every single one of those rounds. Been doing this for a while, guys, and every single time it always amazes me. You can just never really predict, can you? This 4 attacking rounds in Labs. You think, oh yeah, we know where this is going. No,
I
not a clue.
I thought the game was over by round 2.
No, never a clue. Loyal just creeping through the hallway. Syro opening pick. Come on. That's now 4 rounds in a row for TSG that found the opening pick, and Loyal's got himself a really good deep position. They have got no idea. Free kill in the back. Koro staring at the wall. It's 5 versus 3, and TSG are hot. And Ludavica are ice cold. They have plummeted to the depths. It's about to be 6-4 match point TSG, and guess where we're then heading? To their map pick of Clubhouse. How has this just turned on its head for Ludavica? Box falls. Molosca is all that's left, and ever since he capped that 10-0 record, it's been downhill. The Siege Gods have said, Milo, we punish you, but the headshot onto Ned gives him the 1v2, and maybe he can redeem himself to those Siege Gods. He's got a minute to clutch up big, or they're staring down the barrel of 2 match points.
Play to his close right, smoke through the drone hole. Milo could be on here.
Az has got the plant position inside of control. Molosca, he walks through this door, and in which he can't. Syro shuts him down, shoots his body. 2 map points for TSG, and it's Tim Beers.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What happened? What happened to Molosca? Oh, Daddy. Ever since then, Daddy went to the shots and hasn't come back.
locate and defuse bombs.
That was an all-timer from you.
And you know what? They look pretty locked in. They're not getting too overly excited. Forehead cam. Forehead cam. Do we have any more forehead cams? Nah, that one's like a 3/4. Do any of them actually have their full face, like every single face? Can we go back? ACOG, yes. Ned, no. I don't count that. I see a missing chin. So ACOG's the only one, and even then, missing a little bit on the top of the hair. Guys, got to work on your framing, but don't work too much harder on your siege because it's going pretty good. And it's been a team effort. If you actually look at the opening kill department as well, Loyal, Ned, Syro have all found opening picks in the last 4 rounds. Double up for Loyalith. Syro with a 3K in the previous round as well. And Ludavica have given up 6 rounds straight.
Yeah, this is wild. This is borderline insane.
This is incredible.
You know what's going to be even crazier is TSG win this and then Luda recover in the series. That would be the cherry on top of insanity.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anymore. I've seen it all. By far and away, the most attacker side of Nighthaven Labs I think I've seen. 2 defensive round wins, and that's it. Both of those by TSG. Ludavica have not gotten a single round this half on defense. Top floor once again, deployable shield. Well, Nate does miss by quite some distance. Syro's able to just quickly pivot to the right-hand side, try and cover. There's 2 players towards blue here. They're struggling to deal with this, though.
This is awkward.
Very, very awkward situation. Now they've got no more frag grenades.
They've got to rely surely on Ned here, I would imagine, right? Candela? I know it's into the Warden. They do have impact amps on Syro to potentially target the Warden if they want.
Well, I think ACOG wanted to try and get the stingers, but they were getting shot. Oh, good timing on the catch, and Cairo, okay, Cairo wakes up, 3K. And this might be the end to the TSG round win streak. Indeed, it will be. Milo so hot and heavy, he gets through to Karma. It's a 4 versus 1. And Ludavica finally will stop the streak at 6 rounds running.
Look, great from Cairo. Especially the shot pop blue was the impressive one. The others lined up. But that clear was bad. Like the grenade did not land. They didn't use the impact EMPs to maybe counter the warden and get value from Candelas or other utility. Like, it was pretty poorly played. But even that kind of round, if you're tilted, you can throw. So good work from Luda.
Oh, man, I just don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I thought Ludavica were going to win. Then I thought TSG were going to win.
And now you're pacing around.
I got no idea what's happening.
They're in the walls.
The voices.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
The one thing that
as
has
many
been a
bombs as they
constant,
can.
though, has certainly been the opening kill department. Only the 2 rounds that have not been converted out of 11, so that's a pretty decent margin of success when you're kind of looking at that metric. Cairo with 4 kills in that previous round. Yeah, it's been a strange old game.
Loading new magazine.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Can TSG lock this out in regulation and give themselves the upper hand heading into map 2, their selection club?
Yeah, I mean, the clubhouse is certainly, I think, a good choice for TSG, considering they're being competitive on that map against some top teams. Oil says thanks for the default. That's going to get shot, though, by Cairo playing cargo. He almost got shot back through the window. He got taken to half health. I'd give up a clutch drone for half health onto it on the smoke.
Physics Bandit. Shrek lands.
No.
Well, the ace on the other side. So the double down with hard breach means that the wall does get opened. So successful again for TSG. They don't have a wealth of vert tools here, though.
Oh, Loyalist almost caught a timing there. That would have been an absolute freebie. Logic Bomb calls out from Ned.
So have control above now. Still presence first for Milo and Box, storage and cafeteria. Box loves this particular route over towards Cap. Catching anybody over towards the lobby rotation, potentially.
It is usually about this time. We've seen the opening
Good
picks
flash.
in the second half. Sorry, getting overly aggressive. And Cairo plays it nicely on the timing of the flash. Great swing kill onto Cyro.
Box is still cafeteria, by the way, and Loyalist doesn't seem particularly aware.
Logic Bomb. Milo with the kill onto Loyalist. That's his trades back onto Molosca, though. And Box is going to rotate back down Vending. But it's set up Ludavica very nicely here going into the final minute of regulation with a 4-on-3 advantage.
Nitro deployed.
Vistic's going for the pre-place, does get droned out. 5 drones still remaining for TSG. And they're going for a pivot, they're going for the rotate. ACOG looking back towards Breach, doesn't have the kit. Az is following in behind, he does. Ned will stay above. I think they were just hoping that maybe someone from Ludavica would go for a bit of a wander back up the stair rotates, but no one really ended up coming. No Logic Bomb remaining, and Ned by himself, it's going to overtime. So for the 3rd map today on the Oceanic Stream, it's OT once again, baby. And that really must feel like a huge reprieve for Ludavica, because they were getting trampled.
Yeah.
They gave up 6 rounds straight. They had 2 match points that they had to overcome, and they have done so. Their reward is overtime, but more importantly, double defense overtime, which usually is what you want. In today's game, I'm not too sure, but
No.
that's what they've got. Command server to begin OT.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And so with that, the bands carry across from that second half.
Attackers
To
have
top
discovered the
floor
location of a
we
bomb.
go. What has the defensive success rate been like in this matchup for this site? Let's cast our minds back to earlier on. Successfully attacked into in the opening round. Not once, but then also in round 3, so twice in the first half, but then successfully defended into a successful attack first round up in round 7. But again, successfully defended later on. So it's been a little bit topsy-turvy, but generally speaking, the first attacking attempt has
Attackers are moving to defuse
seen
the bomb.
success. Now, does that trend transpose over to this particular scenario? Well, probably not quite as much, but still intrigued to see how it plays out. Second attempt from TSG, unfortunately, was quite poor, with their clear over towards top blue being a struggle. This time the Sense, though, in play, so looking to switch things up, and they have the Thatcher dedicated in anticipation for potentially the Warden again, but that won't be in play. IT breach to be worked. I don't think there's pressure below here from TSG. Cairo is going to be able to trick both sides of the wall, not quite. Just falls short. Now needs to escape and does so. TSG getting a little bit fortunate there, considering again they didn't vert from below, but nonetheless IT dealt with. And information side of garage.
Keep it deployed.
Rateros gone silent.
Wall reinforced.
I just feel so tense inside of the server, even the way that Ludavica are holding these positions. Karma is just left, right. Has to be very much on point and aware. ACOG could have swung at that moment when
Reload.
Karma was
There's a chance there.
out in the open, and even still now, if he goes the wide swing, he gets the kill, and he does do so. Time nicely, deals with the Azami, but Karma also peeked out, got the kill onto Ned. So that's the opening kill that went the way of Ludavica. Thusly, though, traded immediately, offsetting any kind of advantage. 4 versus 4, just over a minute. Physics will hold blue. They've still got 3 Nitrocells available defensively. Good drone, though, for information here. He sees the stack towards the blue side. ACOG makes sense. They could push through IT here, or potentially even electrical.
Can they get value maybe from the ROUs as well? Cover the cross, try and isolate Killer. Pinch as well coming through from Zero. 45 seconds then on the board. TSG will need to be pretty clean from this point onwards.
And this is a side that's always very difficult to get plants down. You need to try and clear out these positions, go for the kills, use those RAUs, push yourself in.
Activated.
I'm surprised Sarah's actually even pushing toward blue here. Nitrocell hits the top of the roof. Hancock does find the pick onto Moloska. Physics is knowing that there's one coming in his direction. Syro ended up just throwing his life away. He did not need to push that position. Double stack blue. You had the intel. You had the drone. You're pushing elsewhere. Box wins the battle against Loyalith, and Ludavica look like they're going to head 7-6 up in this map. ACOG ended up getting side control, but his teammates lost all of their other battles looking to enter from different avenues. Sometimes you're better off just playing with the team. You had information, and you still walked into the trap.
Yeah, the blue clears from TSG proving to be so costly and may well be the difference maker in a series, or in a map rather, that has developed into a close affair. Luda continued to stack that position, and yeah, TSG ensnared by the trap laid out. As expected, it is second floor to follow as TSG now roll over to defense. It's been very much a 50-50 side.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Side
the
dependent.
bombs.
So they can't rest on their heels. It's not going to be anywhere close to an easy round defensively. And Luda will be looking to get off labs as quickly as humanly possible to try and
Bomb
escape the
located
pressure
by
that
attackers.
almost completely consumed them in this first map.
Yeah, 3 in a row now for Ludavica, so it's been 4 in a row to Ludavica, 6 in a row to TSG, 3 in a row to Ludavica.
Reload.
Not really getting back and forth. It's more so
10 seconds to insertion.
just massive momentum swings.
5 seconds
Luda to
left.
start, TSG in the middle, and maybe therefore then Luda to finish.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
What's the wrong face, T? Focus on the mission, Ace.
7-6, Clubhouse to follow after this. Ludavica, the last 8-7 they were a part of was, of course, the CS Ludavica game, 8-7, but they also played an 8-6 against Enterprise in that upper bracket semi-final. So they've had their fair share of overtimes. In fact, Oceania really as a whole has had its fair share of overtimes. Hence why last week, even with 3 best-of-3s, it was still a really long day. And I think tonight's going to be another really long night. We played 3 maps in 4 hours.
They've all been long though, to be fair.
They
So
have 8-7, 8-7, 7-6.
So Ned with Zodos in hand, yet to use them. As mini walls open.
Good swing from Box. Well, Box has gotten better really as the game's gone on. I think he was the one that started a little slow.
Nitro retaliation.
Gives them a huge advantage now. Opening kill has guaranteed the round win outside of just 2 rounds. ACOG, Nitro onto Box. That's a good pick back. Just stabilizes the defense a little bit, and they still have a Nitro in the pocket of Loyalith in Electrical. Ned with the pick onto Molosca, and suddenly looks a little bit more doable to find that 15th round. Still over a minute remaining. Cairo, Physics, and Karma need to salvage this round if they want to close up Labs. Loyal, Nitro through the window. Got shot out though. No more Nitros available for TSG on the defense. Hive Launcher used to send the bees in towards Electrical and force Loyalith back, but he basically says, I don't care if you can see me, I'm not moving.
I think all eyes on Karma here. He needs to be the one to lurk IT and get a couple of picks to disrupt the defense. Allow Physics and Cairo to gain some ground and maybe cross. But they haven't let him make the play yet, and Cairo falls.
Big swing
Guys,
from
anyway,
Azes. And we are down to just Physics. And a 1 versus 3 on the attack with 30 seconds left, and everything now does insinuate we are going to a 15th round for the 3rd map in a row today. Although, still has 20 seconds in a 1v2. Azes and Ned just need to play angles here. You just don't allow him to be in any kind of way, shape or form capable of creating 2 1v1s. He doesn't even have the diffuser. And Azes times him nicely. Beautiful. Swing around the corner. They kind of play off each other. We go 7-7. And Ludavica go defense, but as we've kind of been seeing throughout this series, it's really not the be and all. This is a genuine 50-50 round. And if you go ask Circular Spheres what losing 2-8-7s is like, you want to win this one.
So it's basement then for the final round of Labs.
I mean, do you play direct if you're TSG, or do you play into the roam clear? Or a bit of both, maybe. This kind of just screams direct, though, and the main breach is going to be their focus currently with the Ace Thermite combo, Thatcher. Yeah, I like the Ram over the Bravo. I think you do need to get some kind of first floor control, open up floorboards, put some pressure. The Ying as well helps with the entry. So I think with, instead of the Grim Brava and the real focus being just sight, the Ying, sorry, instead of the Grim Brava, the Ying and the Ram now combine and give you a little bit more first floor presence, a little bit more map control presence, a little bit more entry. You just add a little bit more to this lineup. 3 Nitro Cells for Ludavica. And with Cairo on the pulse, they're certainly going to be deadly on defense. Last time out, it was Box that played super top floor, played contact, then dropped back in through cafeteria. Was able to get away. But expecting them to try and open up breach early, and then everyone will scatter, rotate off. They'll look to then clear the roam.
Cairo to call Molosca over to the wall, and it should be tricked. Just.
Good timing. To have the Thatcher.
They'll just stop
Oh,
hard
it's got
breach.
Shockwire battery. And as you said, double hard breach. So right side stays closed. Blocks off the exothermic, allows the Selmas to open up the other side.
Selma sequence activated.
And Box works cargo stairs, so they're not looking to push up. They're just wanting to deny the rotate positions from first floor down.
Physics and Karma a little bit aggro over towards
Try to get
vending.
through that.
Double stack, but
Luda have triple nitro here as well, so that's something to keep in mind with the pulse in play and the likelihood of TSG playing pretty heavy vert, or at least moderately looking for some vert control. The nitros can be quite the difference maker.
drone shot out. Actually, the first drone that has been shot out so far. They've actually had a really good drone economy. TSG. Well, this one's now set up for a late finish. 90 seconds, still a 5v5. Most of the opening kill engagements have happened at around this point or prior. We've had no opening kills under the 1 minute mark so far. Everything's been above 1 minute. The latest has been a minute 17. We've just now ticked over that. This will be a standstill photo finish.
Still no opportunities being presented for those nitros to have impact. Milo has pre-placed his. He'll wait for a call from Cairo, I assume. Pressure now starting to mount towards these staircases as well from TSG. 2 Candelas remain.
4 flashes too.
They have the utility.
They certainly have the utility to overwhelm the site. If they can really win the battle towards vending and cargo, they can easily win this round. They've got good pressure from above as well. Still those nitros.
Only the 3 drones up now.
And a little retake vending as well. Default cam still up, so they know there's no pressure on vending. So Karma thinks, I can go for a roam here. I can maybe catch them in the backside. 30 seconds. Catch them as they're preparing for the drop. That's Kit as well. Cyro has been dropped. Karma tucks in nicely. Senses that this is going to be able to disrupt their attack completely. Indeed it did. And with that flank, Ludavica will get the job done here on Nighthaven Labs. It's a strange old game sometimes, Rainbow Six Siege, but it's a fun one. Ludavica 1-0 up in the lower bracket quarterfinal, 1 map away from facing Chiefs later tonight.
You know how they say, it's not the destination, it's the journey?
And the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And you know what?
They're right.
내게 대만이 나면 Baby can't you see 자꾸 쳐다보면 뭘 말이라도 걸어봐 속마음을 표현해 I know it's gonna be alright 손이라도 잡을까 봄에 안겨볼까 Whatever your love language I know it's gonna be alright Can't take all this hot and cold Love shouldn't be this hard I know 뭐라고 있는지도 모르겠잖아 어렵지 않아 무슨 생각한지도 정말 진심인지도 Guess like I've never guessed before 나 좋아하는 건 맞아 친구들이 다들 바보래 사랑 표현 못한 벙어리 한 번도 안 해봐서 어떡해 Honestly Cause 1, 2, 3 중요한 건 you and me 내 곁에만 있다면 Baby can't you see 자꾸 쳐다보면 뭘 말이라도 걸어봐 속마음을 표현해 I know it's gonna be alright 손이라도 잡을까 봄에 안겨볼까 Whatever your love language I know it's gonna be alright I know it's gonna be alright赤いネオンが映るガラス越しに見える Your body 甘い言葉が誘う今夜も嘘に溶けてゆく終電渋谷のビルは笑う気さらさらないわ書き消してミュージック画面の文字に落ちる雫が心にじませるキラリキラめく夜のレイにキラリ君が残したキスきっと裏切りさえ受け入れても今夜は泣けないゆらりゆらめく夜は Maybe 明日ここで笑える私もっと強くなれば変われるなら愛なんていらないわ
最低だ暴言見えますねはねクソすぎる恋愛の話頑張るのが辛かったって一番最悪な彼氏が最悪考えてみたらずっと毎日頑張れた別に好きじゃなかったんだけど一番本当はそういう思いだそれ言われた
突き抜くベースグラスにリップなびく髪どこで踏み外した熱いギター踊るワンピース悪口はもうやめた週末の雨に持て余したからだまた求めてるコンフォ不意に響いた電話に戸惑うから目を閉じるもう泣かないキラリキラめく夜のムーンライト陰る街に一人歌うどこにだって安らぐ場所見つけられず Just know that things are gonna end bad when my body only moves for the beat. You've been waiting for me. I'll just keep dropping it like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it.
So we return Ludavica TSG. What a banging map of Nighthaven Labs. We now head to Clubhouse here for the lower bracket quarter final. Ludavica will start on defense, which, well, an 8-7 for the third time in a row leads me to believe we might be on for another 8-7 at this point. Clubhouse, of course, must win territory now for TSG. It is also their map pick, but they will start on attack, which apparently was not an issue attacking into Nighthaven Labs. The bands, Blackbeard and the Maverick, Clash and the Kaid. And it was a 4 in a row start for Ludavica, and then subsequently 6 in a row for TSG, and then Ludavica finished it off. 8-7 victors on Nighthaven Labs. So it's a win for Ludavica, and they're through to the lower bracket semi-final against Chiefs, which will be later tonight. Upcoming game after this, Enterprise and GG.
Change your mags.
Go to find the floor. We're secure.
So it's basement first up. Surely Luda can find some comfort on this side, on this map, but logic was thrown out the window largely on Labs. Maybe
Logic? He's been out for a while now.
Mute on the roam. Pardon me, Mute on the roam here, established to try and stall out some time here from Milo. So an interesting setup. The likes of Jacuzzi stalled out as well with a jammer. Interesting here.
So in the end, Milo finished 18-8 on Labs.
Okay.
After starting 10-0.
+1 death for getting off the plant. -3 kills for the 1v5 futile attempt. But no, he played well. Cairo actually stacked some numbers late as well from memory as well.
12-9, 10-8 for Lunchbox, 10-10 for Karma. So they kind of all got going. Certainly dominated the entry game overall. Hancock with the Blitz employed over towards main stairs. I'm imagining the pacing will probably slow down on Club naturally from both of the two teams, especially with Ludavica on defense first to begin. Karma, the only one playing somewhat of an aggressive angle towards Secret.
Yeah, still the 7 drones up here for TSG, scouting for information. Milo has long vacated that roam and now plays triple. Interestingly, both Nitros already used here to little to no effect. That has taken a hit of damage.
Yeah, and no Nitro cells left either. Box and Molosca have already used both of those. Under a minute remaining. Still 3 gas babes though for Cairo. Oh, they're not going for a double pinch over towards Dirt, are they? Because Cairo will be able to delay both of them pretty comfortably for some time. Echo's going to drone this out. Never mind, Ned will rotate back over towards Kitchen.
May just look to send it on the blitz, I guess. Hatch drop to follow.
This has really been stalled out now. There's still 2 gas babes that Cairo can delay that blitz. Essentially, you'll have to run through the next one as it pops and just go for the flash hit, deal with the smoke, the drop.
Oh, box hit neither.
Wow, he had to get at least the first one.
Well, he hit them, but he didn't kill them.
Loyal does go down. Cairo with the battle in towards Dirt. The flash is successful. He's been dealt with. Milo needs to deny the plant. Sorrow looking for that inside of Arsenal. He hasn't really got an angle at all, and it seems like this attack for TSG will be successful. I don't know how. We're talking about 15-second kitchen drop. It should be pretty basic for Ludavica to close that round out in 2025. Maybe 5 years ago in the 22nd meta it would have been a bit different, but you had good positions. Dirt was covered. No pressure really at all from anywhere else. And
Box
I hate to say it, but Box is the one that, yeah, he's got to hit those.
It goes without saying, the hatch drop is, it looks much easier to hit than it obviously is, but it was a big difference maker. That position was not disrupted.
It's a lot harder to drop kitchen hatch, land successfully, and kill someone like Box. That's even harder. So he had the easier of the two positions between attack and defender in that situation. He'll be kicking himself for allowing that one. And credit to TSG for fighting until the very end of the round. 30. I don't know, I said 1-0 to TSG is their map pick. And starting on the attack well is a good sign. Last time that Ludavica played Clubhouse, they also lost this map to Circular Spheres. They played Club against Enterprise as well, lost that time, but Enterprise is obviously a very good team. They did play Club against Saga and won that comprehensively 7-2. And that's it for the stage. So really beat the one team that you should be beating and then lost all the others on this map.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
As we know and has been pointed out, for TSG, well, their Clubhouse, they did lose to CS 7-5. At least that was a close game, but the 7-5 loss, though, against GG on Clubhouse, competitive against the top team, and that was at a point when GG were refinding form, so that was the last time they played this map. TSG got no attacking rounds that time, though. They had 5 defensive rounds successful against Gaming Gladiators. Double shield play here with the Blitz and the Montang. Kyra is already so low and has 1 gas babe less.
Yeah, big investment here from Luda. Cash side of the map.
Oh, good help from Box.
Yeah,
Marlo was dead to rights there, and while he does end up dying because of the pinch, at least Lunchbox was able to get one of the players, got rid of the Blitz. That's a big pick. Kyra, by the way, has no gas babes left on that smoke. He is out. We got 1 Nitro with Karma. And no more Warden either.
I wonder how many Maestro cams are still up. Physics flicking 1 bedroom. There's a BPC Logi. Might just be the 2, the Volta Brava up. Still valuable.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Will be good against the eventual Vault, you would assume, here from the attack late in the round. Good if they're getting a game from TSG. Their economy's been great in a lot of these rounds. Loyalist. Oh, yeah, good call. 4-3 advantage. Has info top red. May even spot that Karma's there as well in a moment's time, and that could be quite dangerous for Luda. Boxlow progresses forward. Ned catches him, though. 30 seconds. 4v2. Karma and Physics.
Yeah, look, all I'm saying, I'm not making any predictive comments after the Nighthaven Labs game. We need to let this one play out. I need to let it simmer. But it's so far an amazing start for TSG. And Ludavica just look very stagnant on their defenses. Round's not done just yet, though. Comes a break, but Physics dies immediately. Karma by himself towards top main. Pistol out from Cyro, and TSG with a 2-0 start here. 2 attacking rounds in Club to begin. And it really puts an emphasis on how important it was to win Nighthaven Labs if you're Ludavica. Taking a glance at Bank. Will we get there?
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Clubhouse, of course, the most played map by far and away in OCE. It is the OCE map. 13 times out of 43 potential map plays. 56% defensive win rate. It is a staggering start here for TSG to win the opening 2 attacking rounds. We go to Cash and CCTV now. Ludavica, not a good start whatsoever, and I do wonder, was the Maverick ban worth leaving both shields up here in the Montang and the Blitz, which so far have been used nicely by TSG. They'll switch off the Blitz in this round though, they'll bring the Ram instead, and they'll go for a Ram Sense play, along with the Montang played by Syro.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Box will go play Rafters on the Azami. Rather default setup here by Ludavica. Lunchbox immediately calling out the Montang, opening up Garage.
Yeah, map extension as well here from Luda, all the way across over towards Jim with the castle in the hands of Karma. Expected Rafters hold here with Azami and even to some extent the Bandit trick on the wall itself. TSG don't have the greatest of tools to deal with that outside of maybe a util dump from vents, and that might be a potential play. Curry looking to dissuade that Nitro Cell.
Really early with the Nitro Cell uses so far here in Clubhouse by Ludavica.
Yeah, he pockets it though. Trick to follow. Exothermic to be taken off the breach. Clear not great here from TSG. Curry does a nice job in dealing with that. Exothermic now over towards exterior con. That will be successful. So that's a pathing route potentially that can be utilized later in the round. Milo though to get the first. That was down below.
And onto the Sands. Box feeling the pressure by the Montang. Now wants to try and block him from being able to get back outside. Karma catches Loyal in the back, and finally with Ludavica getting a little bit more on the front foot, they take a round here on Defense Club flawlessly. And yeah, really smart usage of the keeper barrier. At that point, he's got no way to get back out of Garage. 2-1. Ludavica get their first round here on Clubhouse.
Certainly better there defensively. And with round 3 over, as we prepare for the 4th, an additional ban for both sides to join the Blackbeard, Mav, Clash, and Kayid, it will be Monty Smoke. This week's an intriguing one. Generally a very versatile and powerful operator. Doesn't typically call for a ban though. Maybe TSG wanting to lean into later executes and feel confident in dealing with the likes of the Goyo, maybe more comfortably than
the Smoke is versatile because it can play across pretty much all of the sites. And I think especially here, Church Arsenal, you can get a little bit more dirt pressure without the fear of being essentially stalled out by the Gas Babes, which is essentially what happened last time, but they just won the kitchen drop. And they probably know they can't just rely on the kitchen drop to win them the round. And if they want to send ACOG on the Blitz in through dirt, and he's going to be stalled out by the smoke, then he can't get into the site and really help them out. It's not the awful ban. I mean, what else would you really be banning out at this point?
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I honestly wouldn't hate the Anazami ban though if you're thinking about like the Rafters hold for cash and CCTV. Azami similar to Smoke in that you can pretty much play it on all 3 sites.
Yeah, maybe Bandit, but yeah, intrigued to see how this plays out. Again, a lot of a posturing for, as you kind of are alluding to, that dirt hit later on in the round, and Cairo will be potentially under a little bit more pressure. He'll have to be more reliant on pure mechanics and managing his glasses correctly so that he doesn't get flushed out by the Blitz. Maybe not quite as comfortable as the Smoke and his ability to crowd control can be. So far playing out in quite a similar fashion. Luda are playing for a bit of Jones, bit of info, they'll fall back, prep for the default kitch drop. In the meantime, TSG take map control, they have the Ram with the bucket for vert. Very old school style of siege here on basement. Did see Luda contemplate a pre-place Nitro, but Box thought better of it.
Well, the hatch going to get opened up. Secondary heart breach by Loyalith. Kitchen is still reinforced, but you get the Hibana, you're fine. Only a minute remaining in the round. Still 2 Nitro cells available.
Bomb located by attackers.
And still need to get Kitchen opened up. At least even if it's perceived pressure more than anything, you still got to open this. Even if the plan isn't to eventually fully utilize it.
Need to reload.
Unless they're looking for a potential surprise drop as the hatch gets opened up.
Might be a hot drop.
Yeah.
ACOG's just sent it in though.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, Sari's going to drop with it.
Okay. Oh, you got the info.
Oh, he's going to win the battle.
That
This
was
time
nice.
it was Karma. Last time it was Box. The second time running, they've been able to win that Kitchen drop. Over the kill on Blue. Now let's get down though. 12 seconds. Cairo was able to activate the glasses as well when that flash was thrown in towards Dirt. Ned takes the position, but at this point, you just don't peek. There's 4 seconds left. Just play time. Nitro on the kit. Beautifully played in the end by Ludavica. Box and Cairo. That's disciplined siege at the end. Didn't panic. Bit of an awkward situation. Very easy to start thinking you're going to swing or make contact, but at that point, time's your friend. It's your ally. And they played it out really nicely. But how are you allowing still another Kitchen drop and then translate into a kill and open up the round? They were very lucky, actually, Ludavica, that they ended up dealing with ACOG. The blitz push Dirt again.
Yeah, if the
wasn't able to push through.
If the blitz waited, if ACOG had timed his run better and pressured
as the
Cairo
drop was
Dirt
happening.
as the drop happened,
Yeah.
that could have been a very different story. He wins that fight, very different story, because they would have had a lot more pressure onto, you know, the gen side of the map, etc. So close hit so far for TSG in that 4th round.
So all tied up now, 2-2 after TSG won the opening 2 rounds here on Club. It's now 3 opening kills in a row though for Ludavica. So again, that's just their strength. They find these opening picks so consistently.
5 seconds to go.
Device placed.
Blitz once again will be employed. Only 1 round the Blitz hasn't been utilized, which was Cash and CCTV. That was the round in which they brought Sens.
Selma sequence activated.
Didn't work out. The Monty was being used as well. That now, of course, banned out. So it's essentially, by the way, the same lineup here for Ludavica defensively, Gym Bedroom, except instead of the smoke, they bring the mute. Oh, okay. What?
Oh, Box!
What?
Is that the first person to get killed by breaching charge at this stage?
I mean, for APL, I think it is.
Honestly, it might be globally too. Full Box. Well, circumstances aside, it's a 4v5 in favor of TSG. Can they capitalize upon this opportunity? Again, it's a top red hold. Milo has been EMP'd. This is the time to go. This is the time to pressure and get value from the blitz.
Oh, how's he not dead yet? Finally.
Okay.
My goodness. Yeah, TSG are going to get a 3rd attacking round. And that's going to really put the pressure down on Ludavica to have to do something similar in the next half.
Karma needs to hit this lane quickly. It has Nitro too. Yeah, it gets spotted. Good discipline there from ACOG to watch the flank. Physics droned out.
Oh,
And he's going to be in a world of hurt in a moment's time.
couldn't even shoot the drone.
Yeah. And they know exactly where Karma is.
When you're 0-4 and you can't shoot the drone, you know it's not your day. Oh, freebie for Karma. And he gets the kill onto Cyro. Az is actually off plant very quickly. We'll rotate over to Jim.
They have a con cam though.
Yeah, they ping on the blitz, trying to shoot out left side hand. Red ping, that doesn't quite connect. And Karma's just overwhelmed at that point. Tried his best. But TSG take the lead here on Clubhouse.
So an unfortunate start to the round there for Luda. Box dying to a breaching charge and it piled from there. Good EMP top red. They flushed out Milo on the Warden. And essentially, I mean, at that point, it had broken down a lot of that defense. And they were clean from that point onwards, TSG. Probably one of their strengths throughout the map so far is, you know, capitalizing upon the advantages when they are afforded to them. Final round of the half. Back to bedroom. Jim. Ludavica will be very eager to draw this half. Anything less is going to be a bit of an awkward position for them. Yes, it has been a very attacker-sided series, but still.
I mean, I think Ludavica, if there's going to be a team that has the capabilities of matching attack rounds for attack rounds, they can certainly do it. Especially when they're so good at finding opening picks. But they certainly would not want to allow this to be a 4-2 half in favor of TSG. This becomes an all-important round now for Ludavica.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Time to ring some ears.
Warden dropped for this round as well. Milo extending across with the Legion instead, maybe sensing vulnerability to those EMPs that were thrown his way prior. I think that's a pretty good adjustment. And the Good Minds will be pretty impactful as well. Good counter onto the Blitz too. Bravo in play. Plugs drones active here from Loyalist looking for Maestro cams, but the Mute Jam is proving to be difficult to navigate. Even normal drones having difficulty in gathering information. So at a minute 45, still pretty neutral. Neither team gaining a significant advantage. TSG, but probably looking to scout for a bit more info before they dedicate themselves to a play. Read over what's cash. Maybe they look for the pinch now.
Loading new magazine.
Milo on cam. And Milo dead. So good pick from Ned.
Yeah, and a rare opening kill as well for TSG. They actually even out the half now at 3-3, winning the last round, now this round in the opening kill department.
Swapping mags.
So even that strength of Ludavica hasn't really been all there for them in this half. This has been a rough half for Ludavica. A minute left, 4v5. They must convert this round. Oh, it's a long way back. Gumine stepped on by Ned, and he's very low. And coming in very late as well, over towards CCTV. Cairo slips back into cash. He's making a lot of noise though. Ned knows he's in here. And Ned's going to look to get a free swing. Cairo though does slip in towards CCTV. Good kill onto Karma. Karma's probably thinking, Cairo, were you not watching this position? He just went prone. 1 versus 1 against Azers, and he had the chance. He hit at least a bullet. The SMG-11 though, from that kind of distance, is not easy to control. He needs to get a bit closer, and he does have a Nitro. And it seems like he's got some camera information as well. Maestro, Evil Eye, in towards bedroom. 8 seconds. Azers has got the kit, but now he's looking to clear over towards logistics, and Azers is better.
Ooh.
He wasn't even looking really at him.
That BPC into Logi, Kyrie, run away. Why are you contesting that with 5 seconds on the clock? You can't even... There's no world in which he's ever getting the plant down there. The only win con...
Explain me the audio.
You had a yellow ping, Cairo. The fuck do you mean audio?
They had
What?
They had Maestro Cam in bedroom. They knew he was pushing logistic.
Yeah, that's a shit excuse.
He could have rotated. He could have ran off to cash at that point. What a strange old round. And a strange old half, and a strange old series, and a strange old day.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there.
What's in the water today, Gus?
Yellow
Running
pink.
on, yeah.
Nice ammo. Yes, ammo. Fuck yes, ammo.
But Cairo
Let's
sucks.
go,
Did anyone see
Ammo,
his
bro.
Cairo sucks.
I mean, before that even as well, the awkward battle in cash, you had a player die,
It also-
literally bedroom door. Kairo's right there. You should have been turned around
He
and
also
killed.
caused Karma to die, though, because Kara's in cash and then slips into CCTV, and then at that time, Ned then slips into cash and kills Karma, thinking it's safe.
Protect your bombs
It's just an absolute mess defensively from Ludavica. They now go attack in the second half, and
Deploying jammer.
well, today has been a long day. It may get longer if we go to a third map.
Well, still an opportunity for Luda to recover though, no doubt. Been very heavily attacker-sided this series.
Bank is going to be fascinating if we get there. If we get there.
Yeah. Kali repick for round 7. The bans for this half, at least so far, Kaid, Azami, Blackbeard, and Monty. Azami was pretty influential actually back in that first half, and so Luda will need to deal with that not being available for the second. That'll be quite noticeable, especially on basement and rafters if CCTV is to be selected as well.
Get ready for the breach.
Let's see if Cairo can reset. We didn't really see much of it. We saw about 0.2 seconds of his reaction in the player cam, but he didn't look too pleased at how that last round concluded. Understandably so.
Well, I mean, even like Box being the round before that one where he dies to the breaching charge. You get a reset from these kind of things if you Ludavica. It's a rough half. There's a lot that went against you. Now you got to go into the attack. You've really got to lock in. They did get rid of the Azami. Double shield ban from TSG, leaving the blitz up, but not chosen. Cairo on the Kali. Smoke dissipates in towards Garage, and it is the Kali from Cairo that gets the opening pick onto Azers. Karma follows up with the kill onto Loyalith, and this is where the strength can certainly be for Ludavica on their attacks. The opening kill department, opening these rounds up is a big strength of theirs, and they can certainly get themselves back into this game on an attack side club. Headshot angle from Ned onto Karma is successful. Peeks out, finds the kill, leaves him and ACOG in a 2 versus 4 with 90 seconds left. But they've given up a lot of map control. Wolska now towards bedroom. They've actually got a decent little pinch here onto ACOG and Ned. And he's got sight. He knows that they're trapped. Physics into Jim. So they know they've completely just trapped them on the con side of the map. Really good slip in towards the site. While Box has been challenging from CCTV. He's done his job, but he does lose his life to the clash peak from ACOG. Box now negative. Cairo, long angle swing here on the Kali. Good shot. He's got 3 in the round, and talk about making up for the previous one.
I'm glad for the sake of Cairo's mouse that he won that fight. If he lost that to a shoulder pick, I think it would have gone through the desk.
Ludavica answer firepower with firepower after an attacking onslaught from TSG in the first half. Ludavica start their second half with an attacking round win. 3-4, and it's been a lot of attacking round of Siege in this series. Who says this game's just all about defense and defender-sided?
Yeah. Okay, so it will be Cash CC next, and I'm quite intrigued to see how this one plays out with the absence of the Azami. Locking down Garage is going to be far more difficult for TSG. And Luda are understandably going to play into this ban, I would assume. Capital selected initially, Grim as well, but they might switch things around. Mav to confirm the wall.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Eager to see how this one plays out. Catch will be in play though on the Jaeger. Goes without saying, Jaeger ADS charges now. Well, ADS devices will catch Capital charges, so just an added variable to deal with. Investment from Goyo as well on rafters. I wonder who's going to be tasked with playing this position. Probably Asses. Masses, I would imagine. But it's going to be a tall task. We often see teams, even in this kind of scenario as well, will double down Rafters, depending on what they want to do, but...
Deploying ADS! Breach charge!
Quite eager. Secondary hard bridge for Cairo. So not taking much time to start chipping away at utility and garage.
Yeah, I mean, so far this is at least a fast pace from Ludavica to begin in the second half, which is what you want. And breach opened up, Vulcan counters to blows as well to stop any kind of fast entry, so that's a big piece of utility and has been expended. And a quick rotate from Physics now over towards the Consinger wall. He'll open this up. So far, good pressure from Ludavica. Double stack Rafters with those ADSs, as you can see from the overhead. Lurth will play the lurk angle towards Bar. He's going to be one to keep an eye on as they start filtering into Lounge and Garage. Loyal can get involved. ADS is looking to be burnt out by these flashes. You need to follow off on these burns though, and beautifully done. Good double ball onto Az has forced him to actually go for the vault over. Karma now gets himself potentially in a position to find an angle onto ACOG. He's going to be watching the doorway peek. He mustn't have spotted the shoulder peek here on the right. He hasn't fully extended as he was watching left side. Box finds the kill onto Cyro. Loyal actually momentarily was outside the map, now slips into Lounge, looking to come in towards Garage to try and help out from below. They've cleared ACOG very nicely, and Loyal could just never really get involved from that Bar to Lounge position to help out on Garage. Yellow Ping knows there's one close, decides to go for the soft wall. In fact, it's Molosca who answers back the other way, and we are all tied up here on Clubhouse. Timeout for TSG.
Oddly enough, the last couple of rounds have had a bit of a early Labs vibe to them where Luda are just wiping the floor.
Yeah.
But we did see the light switch flick big time in favor of TSG back on that map where all of a sudden they just look like a brand new team and Luda got completely shut down. Can they replicate that off the back of this TAC timeout?
It's just vibey. It's just vibey. Gets the blood pumping. Gets the people going, you know?
Okay, I'm glad Claro's smoking because his player cam in the last few rounds looked very grim. He looked very upset. I'm glad. If he's happy, I'm happy. TSG is still looking locked in, which is good to see. 4-4 scoreline, it's close, but...
It's also the mental pressure that's going to become a part of this series now for TSG, especially being a map down. They know Ludavica are only 3 rounds away from eliminating TSG. So if Ludavica get this next round out of the timeout, you're staring down the barrel of elimination. That's never a fun feeling.
Organ is ready. Use it if you have to.
Basement to see its first appearance in the half. TSG elected not to go there around 7 and 8 where they went Jim and CC. Lost out on both occasions. What kind of brand of basement do they bring? I'm anticipating aggression off-site. They have the Vigil in pocket and a wealth of traps as well.
10 seconds to insertion.
Azes and Cyro, they can lock down side as required. Or even just Cyro really in isolation will be more than enough.
Not ready to go.
Deluda look to try and help this down. We have Jackal in play. Is that the first Jackal we have seen this stage?
No, not the first one this stage, but it's the first one in a while. We had some Jackal over in the group stage, I'm pretty certain. Correct me on that if you can find the information, but...
Let me dig through the numbers, mate.
It is a rarity, though, that's for sure, and certainly one that is quite surprising. Well, we're not going to see the Sens in play as Ned finds the opening pick over towards Stock onto Cairo. Really fast start to the round this time for TSG coming out of the timeout, meaning business. Their first opening pick in the half. Dropped down successfully for Ned. Loyal trying to take this fight. Ends up just moving away from it against Physics. But so far, this is the start to the round that you want. But Box is going deep. Oil Pit early on the Dockerby. Tried to find a long angle with the DMR. They tried really hard to catch Ned on the rotate back to site. Karma on the Jackal ends up losing his life, so we don't even get to see the Inox scanner get used. Three versus 5, and out of the tactical timeout, TSG have come out better.
Loyal just needs to apply pressure here, not give away anything for free, and we'll retreat back towards the objective. Two-player advantage, surely too strong here for TSG. 70 seconds on the clock. A lot of utility to work with as well.
Still 2 logic bombs, a couple of flashes available. It's going to take a mighty effort here for Ludavica. Tyro with a chance through the floorboards. Nitrocell thrown up. Bit of damage onto Moloska, looking to open up this reinforcement. Towards the kitchen hatch, it is going to be opened successfully. The TSG are well positioned and well set up now to deny this round away from Ludavica, who look completely stalled out. It'll be a flash dump, logic bomb, and hope for the best. Kitchen drop being watched by Loyalith, and he probably won't miss those shots. Final flashes, final logic bomb, 20 seconds, and the drop has to happen now if you are Ludavica. But as soon as Physics even prepared to go for that hatch drop, he was already being watched. Milo stuck in the flames. TSG will retake the lead here on Clubhouse.
Clean work from TSG, refocus after the tac timeout. Jackal has been played 39 times across 3,500 rounds in the world. I can't narrow that down.
In the world?
I can't narrow that down to OCE, unfortunately. I think that was the 4th time globally we've seen at this stage there, on this map. Mira Kali banned out. Kali played by Cairo earlier, and attack timeout from Ludo.
Yeah. This one's going to be a close one as well. They've all been close ones today. And for those just tuning in, or have only just tuned in a little bit ago, it was an 8-7 win for Chiefs over Circular Spheres. Yes, it was indeed that close. And our first map of this series indeed was also an 8-7, and this one could still go 8-7 territory, all dependent on how things close out. Tactical timeout for Ludavica. We just previously had one for TSG. This is tense. I mean, it's been a really tense day here in the OCE playoffs. There's been no real separation. These games have been really close. There's only been one map in the entire playoffs for OCE so far that's been really one-sided, and that was the 7-0 EP over Ludavica. The only other one was a 7-2 GG over Chiefs. Everything else has been 7-4 plus minimum. And we're talking about 3 mappers. We're talking about a plethora of overtimes. It's been a really fascinating and grueling playoffs. At the end of the day, you think about what that price is, which is very much those SI points at the end of the stage. 300 for first, 150 for second, and then it's only 50 for the next couple of teams, which, let's be honest, if you're only picking up 50 points, it may as well be 0 compared to the 300 and 150 that are up for grabs. And of course, the EWC spot for the winner of the league as well for this stage. 5-4 in favor of TSG. Looking to see if Bank will be required. Timeout from Ludavica expires, and now they come into this 10th round with a new outlook and a new plan and see if they can put that into practice. So far, only 3 successful defensive rounds on this map of Clubhouse. Cash and CCTV and Church Arsenal. Kitchen Bedroom has not been successfully defended. How we put that to the test.
Touch extension in play. Presence top red. Oh, wow. There was presence top red.
Pixel angle. And Cairo hits it onto Ned.
Yeah.
And that's big because it not only suffers that horizontal extension, but the delay that the two-brow can have towards that Kennel's breach. So they'll be able to clear through this side of the map really comfortably now, and it's just a stack on site for TSG. Opens up the opportunities for Ludavica. Just over a minute and a half.
Big pick. Offers the attack a bit more time later on. Claymore's deployed, so any jump out attempts here from defense later will be difficult. Az is trying to pressure a little bit inside of Jim, but pinned in this Waits position currently. Still 2 summons as well for Physics if he elects to want to rotate and maybe open elsewhere. But the Bandit is in play. Maybe Luda look for an opportunity here to hit. I don't know if they want to go for it just yet. Probably looking to flush out Jim first. Az is playing very patient though, not wanting to present an opportunity, and I don't mind this, provided he isn't droned. Flushing him out will actually be a challenge. No explosives for the attack. So they can't use a frag grenade, for instance, to force him out of this position, despite now knowing where he is. There's nothing they can really do.
That's very ballsy. The drone comes by, he doesn't even flinch because he knows there's nothing they can really do about it.
Well, he might not know that, but we do.
Well, he's playing to that as his wing con.
Yeah.
20 seconds. Castle Barricade opens up towards Jacuzzi Breach. Now the vault comes in from Karma. Good shot from Cairo. He was playing a good helping hand. Only ACOG left in bedroom by himself. Out.
Nice.
Bloody gunned. That's the Ludavica that we've seen quite a lot of, especially back at the start of labs. That sheer aggression and the ability to execute as a team. We are now tied 5-5.
And it circles back to Cairo. That first pick over towards top red was massive, alleviated so much pressure. It meant they had a lot more utility left for the late round as well. Good drone work, Jim. Confirmed that. Had Candelas. It was almost perfect, really, from Luda to tie a knot on round 10.
Cairo 3-1 on the entries so far in this series. Leading all comers. Sorry, not in the series, in this map. In terms of the series, he is actually leading all comers in terms of entries. 6-2, Karma also 6. In fact, funnily enough, Cairo, Karma, Moloska are all now on 21 kills throughout the 2 maps. Lunchbox not too far behind, 17-14, and then poor old Physics 8 and 15.
Entry has been critical as well. Only 1 round has not been converted this map.
And there was only 3 rounds back on labs as well.
And we've had a lot of Siege played between these two.
And we certainly have. And all of that Siege, it feels like it's been this kind of scoreline. It's been these close of rounds. It's been these kind of close of maps. It's been a very entertaining day today. And there's plenty more to come after this. Enterprise Gaming Gladiators directly after this series. Focus right now is still very much here. Wolska now has the pinch. Again, double stack rafters from TSG with the ADSs from the Jaeger.
Cairo probably wants to try and flush a window out here. Good frag grenade. Make it 2.
Nicely done.
That's clean.
They did lose Box though. Box is going even 7-7 here on Clubhouse, but not really having the extravagant kind of game that we've seen from him so far throughout this stage. Karma and Cairo though have stood up 4 versus 4. They dealt with the Jaeger. To be fair, you only lose the Ash.
There's a potential run-out opportunity here for Loyalist. Catches the timing.
Last time he played this position, Loyal couldn't get involved. Yellow ping, free kill. Oh, no, not a free kill at all. He shot the gun barrel, and the gun barrel fires back and gets the head on Loyalist. 4-3 advantage from above, though. And just like that, 2 quick kills onto Ludavica, and TSG retake the advantage.
ACOG can just go prone here. There's no point re-peeking this at all.
And no more flames available in the Capital Arsenal either. The smoke
not great.
Doesn't really do anything. Sits up. Cairo needs to find an angle. Expects the peek from ACOG, and he times it nicely. And they've still got a minute. They don't have to rush this.
No diffuser though.
There's a minute left in this round. You're standing on my cord.
Sorry.
I'm trying to get up.
Diffuser to be recovered from Milo. Does have time to rotate back towards Garage. Other players also available.
So play the cross, but as you mentioned, Nitrocell available. No gas babes from Syro. Moska's actually the one with the kit, so he can't really just stay here. Yellow ping intel, free kill swing from Cairo. Well, he let them down maybe earlier in this map, and he wants to pay dividends, but Ned with the swing. Milo, fake stick, gets off it, shot in the shoulder, 20 seconds. You take this fight, 1 bullet in the chamber, and that's apparently all you need if you're Ned. 1 shot, 1 kill, and 1 map point.
And 1 opportunity for Luda to push OT. That round crumbled a bit through the mid to late. They had a bit of luck go their way throughout that round on a couple of occasions and still just not quite able to capitalize.
Opening kill.
Yeah.
Once again.
The Loyalist kill here as well. They had a 4-3 advantage right here. Massive one from ACOG. There was a kill elsewhere. Feed missed it. ACOG got caught, and then they even got this one as
2v1.
well. Cairo playing wide on the smoke.
Nice, nice, Ned. Let's go.
You see Ned, he's just like,
smoked them. Smoked them.
6-5, and TSG will be feeling confident now off the back of that round. But do we go for an all-time classic of a 4th overtime in a row? Could it be on the cards?
Floor secured.
It's been 8-7, 8-7, 8-7 so far today. It finds itself now at 5-6. We still have 2 best of 3s after this. We've been live for 5 hours.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Reloading.
Yeah, could it be our 4th OT in a row?
I don't know. I just have that feeling that TSG... Never mind. Well, I was going to say...
I'm going to lose this round.
I could have pivoted. It's a vigil that gets picked early. I do have a feeling, though, still, that TSG might just... Like, somewhere along the lines, it has to stop, right? That script has to be broken, and... Even still at 4 versus 5, that would even be more fitting, considering there's only been 1 single round, Guz, that an opening kill has not been converted into a round win. Well, there is that opening pick for Ludavica. Drop down, aggressive to Ned, gets back to site. Very fortunate that he keeps himself alive. He did get shot on the way back down.
Ooh.
Oh, Syro.
I'm glad the observers spotted that because your iPad was covering the objective. Over towards changing room. Okay. Something to keep in mind.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone in changing room.
Maybe a scope post. That's about it. Has to time it well, though. Leave it too late. Bait the team and you're in trouble.
A roaming warden in strip.
Ludavica would not account for this. They have that on their side.
They shouldn't account for it. Why would you? The warden should be sight.
Unless he's been droned and Box can mark it. Can Box mark the warden? Can we please check? No.
No.
So they probably hit the warden. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. Not if you're a Luda
He has
fan.
to time it right, though. We've seen these before sometimes where you just miss that timing ever so slightly. They still haven't opened up Kitchen or Moto, by the way. They have no idea.
When do you go, though, as the warden? What's your cue?
Well, I think you actually call Ned over towards main stairs and you say, do you kind of hold main stairs while I go towards bar? Ooh. Needs to be precise. Freebie, he'll take 1. That's Maloska. Shot in the back and a second onto Cairo as well. May just solidify this round and therefore the map itself. They need to hunt him with 40 seconds left. He's very low.
I'll find you.
Okay, targeted.
Oh my god,
No.
that's it. Box
Oh,
is done.
No. Oh.
Up close, Cyro looking for one more for good measure, but Physics shuts him down. Finally, the roaming Warden. And a good half called out by Cyro. He feels like he's done enough.
I think that's a bit early.
It has gone a little early, and it would be quite intriguing if this now goes OT. Karma busts through the barricade, shoots into the back of the head of Azaz. This could be a good half indeed if it goes OT, and Physics looks to stick to plant. Watching and waiting is Karma, and boy, this guy's good. But he gets shot in the head from Ned. Can he do it for the second round running in a 1v1? No! Good half! There is your good half!
I told you it was still winnable. That was a very early call. Oh no.
You look a bit silly, don't you, Cyro?
Oh, it's a great play, but I don't know about
Absolutely.
I don't know about the old chat.
I mean, 14 and 9, the Warden roam that gets 2 kills, I think it was, or maybe 3.
I think it might have been 3.
Might have even been 3. It was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
confirmed a 3K. Like, absolutely. I feel that you've got that confidence to say things like that. I get it. In that moment, I probably say it too. But the game's not over. And now we go overtime. It was a really good play. And they didn't show box whiffing on the Deimos. This is huge from Karma. And then, oh.
Nice! Let's
Good
fucking go.
job.
Let's fucking go.
Very good.
Let's go,
Good
Cody.
job. Good.
Oh.
Oh. Ludavica 2 rounds away now from moving forward and sending TSG home. TSG double defense clubhouse on their map pick. 8-7, 8-7, 8-7. The 3 maps prior to this today. We are looking for a 4th, 8-7.
The TSG just deserve to lose this now.
Absolutely.
On principle.
Absolutely.
not to prey on their downfall. Also, if I'm Luda, the moment I win this game, GH in chat.
Yeah, just GH. I'd actually go as far to say GH Cyro.
Oh.
Call him out specifically. All right, let's see what we've got here in overtime again. The opening pick conversion remains true. 12 rounds played, 11 of them have been successfully turned in, and Maloska joins the party. But Cyro with the quick trade, therefore minimizes the advantage, but regained quickly by Cairo. On to Cyro.
Follow it up.
Well, we might just go off to Cairo later tonight. Oh, box! It's been a quiet one from him, but he catches Ned in CCTV, and now the 4-on-2 puts them in best position possible to not just take this map, but therefore then the series. But it's not over yet, as we just saw in that previous round, and lots of times still. ACOG with a nitro. Droned out towards top red, and he will look to reposition back into cash. Ludavica just need to play this slow, play together, have numbers, and use that advantage.
They've got 7 drones. They should know exactly where both of these 2 players are.
Oh, Cairo is sharp in this one. I thought Azaz maybe had the contact swing going in his advantage. He was the one that wanted to be aggressive. It's Ludavica, they're the ones now 1 round away.
GH.
From a potential GH and map done to now map almost won. They go defense club. They have 2 chances.
Bands flip. Luda defense. Can they close this series out in a 2-way fashion?
Well, the script says 8-7 though, so we need to see TSG win this round.
That would be what, 60 rounds if we go to the 15th so far.
Protect your bombs.
I'm not doing the quick maths at
15,
this point.
30, 45, 60.
Nah, too much maths done. So overtime match point, Ludavica 1 round away from potentially taking on Chiefs. If they win this, they will. Lower bracket semifinal later tonight.
deploying razor wire.
10 seconds remaining.
TSG need to win the next 2 rounds or their time in the OCE playoffs is over.
5 seconds left.
And it's been a quick one because they didn't play last week. But they've got their rounds worth today.
Yeah.
They've got their rounds worth. 8-7, 7-6 in this series. And what I could say is if you were to put circular spheres in this game against either of these two, 8-7, 8-7.
Default cam is up. Default cam, default cam, default cam, still up.
Okay, you don't have to keep saying it. It's not going to change anything.
Default cam's still up, by the way.
It is still.
Breaching charge ready. Breaching charge is up.
And on cache CCTV as well. Like if it's basement, okay, whatever, but... Is it still up? Like, are they just watching all of this?
Not on it at the moment, but I think it... No, it's not
okay.
up. Yeah. So successful bandit trick, good work from Cairo.
Yeah, 1 Selma and 1 exothermic left. So thermic's going to be used towards con single wall. So this may end up being a main breach that doesn't get opened up.
Which makes things increasingly more difficult.
They do have the blitz. So if you have a way to kind of go to plan B, a blitz, you know, either push up red or through con, you can certainly do that. They've opened up Jacuzzi, so I imagine this just becomes...
Oh, they're in trouble though, Jake. They've got 1 Selma left.
Yeah.
I think they're cooked.
Well, again, they can still go for a con side hit.
Yeah, with only 1 Selma, it's... Yeah. You
got
may
the blitz.
you may have to just lay all the chips on the table and say this is all we've got.
You have to go... Yeah,
Bomb
they
located
are.
by
They've
attackers.
absolutely all rotated con.
Dilute a clue into that though. We'll see.
Loyal,
Minute 10.
and then Loyal can play lounge to red stairs as well.
Yeah.
ACOG droning for him. You could even have Ned.
Activated.
Ned can util that position.
Yep. Minute left. They're working on the fly now. They have to do it quickly.
Yeah.
There's that final Selma.
Oh, it's muted.
Oh, and it's muted,
gone.
and it's been nitroed as well.
Uh-oh.
Especially considering the ace is dead. This is it. 40 seconds now. That blitz of ACOG has to go through this doorway without really a whole lot of information. Moloska still just sits secret. This could be TSG's life in the playoffs coming to an end. Loyalith hoping for something, and while he did, he also got traded back 1 for 1. Still, the advantage remains with Luda.
Red ping, need to try and find the kill under green box. Physics, though, able to survive. Vert below, still survives. 15 seconds, and TSG in a load of trouble.
Finally, Physics goes down 3-on-3. 10 seconds, though. Time a factor. No one has kit at the moment. Battle towards red. Karma, you can just fall back. Expect the swing from Con.
Good pitch.
Good clear. 2 seconds, though. They're running out of time. They need to get the last 2 kills, and the time does expire. Ludavica will move on to the lower bracket semi-final versus the Chiefs tonight. Cairo versus his old team. Lunchbox the GOAT versus Jigsaw the GOAT. It's a huge game later today. TSG, though, are out of here.
Did I just hear Jake Xenox Venditti reference Lunchbox as the GOAT? My words, I have seen better days, I can tell you that much right now. Really solid game, there's no two ways about it. And it just had to be fitting into overtime. We have now played 59 rounds across 2 best-of-3s. And they've only gone 4 maps. This is on another level at the moment, and I think that it goes to show where OCE is at the moment. From what used to be a Tier 2 team, TSG are now off and running. They look pretty damn good in all things considered, but they've got to double down. They've got to find a way into these games, and unfortunately, on both maps, they floundered when it mattered most.
I was going to say, Rob, oh boy, this is really loud. I was going to say, there's a lot of talking from you, but at the same time, you haven't really done much.
I don't need to. That's why they pay me the big bucks.
You should have at least one moment where you got to go for about a minute.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And you
I
lost
saw
it.
Guz really took his time. Guz almost walked in slow-mo over here.
Sorry, I was talking to Alex. I forgot that we had to come back to the couch.
Alex, it's incredible. No, a seriously good game, all things considered, from TSG. Considering I went into this, now I'm not going to put you guys in the same category, because I went into this expecting a 2-0 and a pretty clean 2-0 for Ludavica. And in the first 4 rounds of the first map, holy crap, did it look like TSG were going to get washed out of the server. But they fight back, they make it competitive, they make it convincing, which is really important for a team of their stature. It's still Ludavica, though, at the end of the day. I mean, I'm actually shocked that we did not go to a third.
GH.
This is why you don't talk shit. Talk shit, get hit. That's what has been said through all the time.
But no, it was actually a pretty high-quality game across the board, and I think TSG, to an extent, do garner some respect, especially considering circumstances not allowing them to play last week. We can only imagine what they may have looked like today, given a bit more of a lead-in and a little bit more preparation.
Yep.
Definitely, I think a third map would have been far more likely had they gotten that prep and that experience.
A little bit more pack.
Yeah, but nonetheless, good match overall. Luda still look like a threat. They definitely have more kinks in the armor than compared to the top 3 in my eyes. But
They've got a lot to work on.
Yes.
I would say the one thing about Luda that they have up their sleeve is just their entry battle. Like they're very good at finding these opening picks.
Yep.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're really good at converting all of them all the time, but in this series, they actually were able to convert.
Clubhouse was okay.
Well, I mean, this is exactly what I was going to say. Like, only 3 rounds on Labs and 1 round on Club was an opening pick not converted.
Yeah.
So, like, if you go into a series like Chiefs later tonight and you're getting these opening picks and you're converting those rounds, that's your strength that you have that maybe Chiefs don't have. And that may be enough to propel you to what would be a very good series win later tonight. So that's something they can look to.
Yeah.
And I think they can also just play better overall. Like Lunchbox is obviously a phenomenal player, but only dropped 18 kills in the 2 maps. So you're talking about an average of 9. He's better than that. He can perform higher standards, but they got a lot out of Cairo tonight. Cairo played maybe his best game in a while, despite having an awkward moment in one of the rounds. 25 from Karma. He was great. Big clutch moments. Milo came out of the blocks absolutely like a freight
10
train.
and
10 and 0. And then from that moment, he went 12 and 17 for the rest of the game, which that in itself is still not awful.
No.
But it shows how hot he was at the start. Shout out to Ned and Cyro for their performances, both 20 plus in terms of the kill department in that series for TSG. And honestly, shout out TSG in general. Obviously, last week was unfortunate. You never want to see a team have to forfeit due to work circumstances, life circumstances. That means they missed out on a game. We were mentioning it on the cast as well. We're talking about 3 weeks.
Yes,
roughly
it's a
since they
significant
last
break.
played, an official, and they lost an 8-7, 8-6. Like, that's commendable.
Speaking of significant breaks, which player in this map do you think has had a significant break before coming back? It's Milo. I'll answer it for you. Welcome back, my friend.
Hello, Milo.
It's been an absolute minute since I saw you in the server last, and even longer since I spoke to you. How has the transition been back into playing, mate? You look sharp as ever.
Well, the last time I saw you, mate, you had hair.
Yeah, okay. Don't need to go that low. But it's good to see you back. I mean, the start that these boys were talking about here was that it was 10-0, 11-0, whatever it may have been. How does it feel being back in the server, and what's changed since your time away?
Oh, my God. So much has changed, man. I was gone for 3-4 years. I think I had a year and a half to 2 years, but I haven't even touched a mouse and keyboard. So, and then I moved to Melbourne. So met the boys.
Yeah, shout out.
And then I got a cheeky DM from President to join a team, and I was like, you know what, I'll come help the boys out. So that's my story. Nothing major.
Oh yeah, nothing major. Just coming back after 4 years and dunking on kids. Jake?
Milo, I'll talk a little bit of shop here. Obviously, one thing that I've been kind of talking about is the opening kill or entry department that you guys are clearly really strong in, best in the region at it so far. Is that something that you guys actively work on or are even aware of, or is it just kind of there in the background?
Well, we've got just 2 very highly talented players. I mean, Box and Tim, they've just got that X factor that kind of all teams need. And me and Kari, with our experience, we try to, enable them to do that a lot. And there's no real much babysitting with them. Like, they're just very talented, very good players.
Obviously, Milo, heading into the day, you would have been ready for a potential Chiefs matchup, and that's going to be the case. I had to look back, and unfortunately, your match in the group stage, a 3-7 loss.
We got smacked, man.
How are you guys going to smack them tonight?
Fortunately, with a couple of energy drinks, a couple of hypes, I'm going to get back into it with them. They don't play they're all relative to us. Like, there's no real standout team in the league at the moment. It was pretty close. I think EP is probably, in my opinion, toughest opponent. I think Chiefs are relative to us. I think we can really bring it to them.
Yeah.
100%. I have no doubt.
Did you watch the game very quickly, the Chiefs game earlier before yours?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So obviously Jigsaw dropped 39 kills, and so in a game like Siege, what can you guys as a team realistically now do? Obviously, you'll kind of go back and have a look at things, prepare for Chiefs, but like someone as influential as Jigsaw, almost you kind of go and think, how can we stop him? Is that something you guys will discuss?
Well, it just means that the other players aren't doing their job. Like, if someone's dropping 40 kills or 30 kills in a game, like, there's obviously weak leaks. We don't typically do that often. I think we've got maybe a pretty well kind of even out kind of team. And that's what we want to kind of bring to it. And hopefully we can overall just keep our fundamentals strong and take the dub against them. Not enable the entry fragging power that Jig kind of offers. And the only way that we can do that is just hold ourselves to a high standard and just do some good fundamentals, basically, right? And that's what we got to do.
Keeping on a look of behind the curtains, I'm not going to keep it for too much longer, but just kind of peeling back a little bit. You said obviously yourself and Cairo have, a fountain of experience that these players would never have necessarily had. How's the leadership formed in this team? Is it mainly Cairo calling? Is it yourself calling? Is it just you taking like a leadership role? How does this work?
It's both of us. I mean, yeah, like, it's a bit of a mixture. Cairo sees the game in one way, I see it another way, but we compromise pretty well. A lot of growing without the team, as it all goes, and I think we've being able to kind of manage the duo leadership role pretty well.
Yeah.
And then kind of really try and maximize the growth of the new players.
Well, you're going to have to maximize a lot to beat the Chiefs, and then obviously whoever else after that, because God only knows. We'll find out who you'll be playing if you should win that game later tonight in our next game. Yeah, that's right. It's funky like that. Milo, anything you'd like to say before we let you go?
Yeah, guys, can we get an org? Man, I gotta get some money from this, man. I'm working full-time job.
Who do you want, Milo? I'll hook you up. I'll get in the DMs.
He's got the contact.
Luminosity sounds great, so
yeah,
bring them in.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
But I guess, thanks for everyone for keeping with us as well. It's been relatively warm coming back into the league and just seeing some unfamiliar faces, which has been good, and excited to keep going.
Yep, a lot has changed, and it's not just my hair, Milo, that's for damn sure. Thank you very much for joining us, mate. We'll speak to you very soon.
I'll catch you later, guys.